Hello, Gemini, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. This message is for you for the full moon, the full supermoon in Aries happening today, October 10th. So this message is being recorded for you on the very day of this full moon. So let's see what messages want to show up for you. What messages for Gemini? First card up is fixed. So this could be, you see the signs. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So the sun at the bottom of the deck, another Leo energy. So there is something I feel, let me see what's under the sun. House 3. Some sort of communication or being fixed in, I just feel, when I say fixed, I'm meaning this could be stubborn. This could be, set in your ways or something like that. I do feel like with the third house underneath, that is your house, right? So you are the house of communication, information, conversation, technology, that sort of thing. So there could be something where you've been really stuck, like fixed in your energy, and could be in your mindset, could be in the actions, could be within communication within your even own mind. I feel like this moon is going to be shedding some light or illuminating something that needs to go. Lighten up, right? Leo energy again. So you can see where that is in your chart. Take a look at what area of your chart Leo falls in, because this is showing up everywhere already. And bottom of the deck, your energy. Speak your world into being. So again, with this lighten up, I feel like you've been very stuck, fixated in a certain way, in a certain mindset, in a certain belief system, whatever this is for you. And I feel like this full moon is going to illuminate something, a place where you have to lighten up or, just relax a little bit, get out of that mode of being. On the bottom of the deck, it's unleash your kindest self. So again, I feel that energy of maybe being very fixated or rigid or rough around the edges. I don't know what it is for you. You can take what resonates, release what doesn't, but let's keep going here. Next card that wants to show up is detoxify, full moon in Taurus. So this is talking about detoxifying things in the physical realm. So I feel like this could be like where you're decluttering. Perfect time to do that around any full moon, to be honest. This is like cleansing out, clearing out, taking things away that are no longer serving. Bottom of the deck, new moon in Leo, shine. Something really could have been like rising up, I feel, because of so much of this energy, this Leo energy. That was August or July 22nd to August 20 or July 23rd, or around there, 22nd, 23rd to August 22nd, around that time frame. You could have really had a lot of things coming to the surface that this was bubbling up below from subconsciously or subconsciously, like things rising to the surface for you to look at, to see. I feel because I'm seeing this is just could be giving me a time frame of where this stuff really started, you really noticed it, became aware of whatever this is. And I feel like now it's like the cleanup time. Like if this is something that needed work, shadow work, that sort of thing, I feel like now is the time where you're doing all of that. Open up to change. Aquarius energy, you see the Aquarius energy right here. You see the Taurus energy. You see the Leo energy. The only energy I'm not seeing that's in that very first card that came out is that Scorpio energy. And Scorpio is all about transformation. Bottom of the deck is Sagittarius energy. Focus on the positive. So again, you know, it does feel to me like there is a really big shift and a change. It is meant to be for the better, but I am feeling like there was some resistance. You could have been really 10 toes down. I'm not budging, I'm not moving, I'm not this, I'm not that. When it came to some sort of a transformation, because that is the one energy that I'm not seeing show up in here, is having gone through a transformation. I'm seeing all the other signs showing up, you know, kind of like pointing the way, signs and synchronicities and things like that, but I'm just not seeing that, Scorpio. So here's again, I'm more Taurus energy. Like I said, they're all out here, everyone except for that Scorpio. Last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself, right? And so I feel like this is about you aligning with that vibration, you know? Are you proud of yourself? Are the actions you're taking, the behaviors you're displaying, all of these things are who you are showing yourself to be. Are you proud of that person? I feel like this is a big transformation for you, but something is telling me you have resisted this. And new moon in Capricorn, step up and lead, is at the bottom of the deck, earth sign energy. So this is about shifting and changing the direction of your life, of your physical realm. Could be your money, your finances, your resources. I feel like it's as a result of some sort of a transformation. I feel this new moon in this full super moon in Aries is really going to bring something to a head. It's going to bring something to the light where there's no turning back. I almost feel like it's going to remove something, or something is going to shift and change and force upon you some sort of a transformation, whatever that transformation is, right? Releasing and letting go of things that aren't for your greater good, detoxifying from bad habits, hobbies, people, places, things, situations, that sort of energy. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. And I was picking up that, you know, this could have been something that's been steadily coming to the surface. We did just have this new moon eclipse happen less than 2 weeks ago. So again, I have felt that, you know, like the bubbling beneath the surface, things really rising up, kind of like forcing your hand at looking at them, dealing with them, you know, that sort of thing. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is your opposing sign. So, you know, that's the sign that sits on the other side of your chart. Well, you know, it's going to sit on the opposite side of your chart anyways, whether you're sun, moon, rising, anything like that. But I do feel like there, you know, when we talk about Sagittarius energy, that's an indication of higher learning, could be long distance travel, could be in regards to different cultures or things like that. But I'm feeling strong higher learning, some sort of exploring, some sort of learning, some sort of shift in belief systems as well, right? That's all around that Sagittarius energy. So I feel like this is opening up to exploring those options, opportunities, or, you know, just something different like that. Oops, here. Let me grab this card. So the next card that comes out, our emotions are running high. I've seen this card come out in several readings today, or not today, but doing these full moon readings. And I do feel like this full moon is going to be a catalyst for a lot of people. You and your loved ones are safe. This is the new moon in Cancer. So I feel like you are safe during this transformation or this transit into something. Like the Cancer talks about our home, family, foundation, the place you feel safe, secured, nurtured, and loved. And I feel like you are divinely supported and guided through, because this does feel to me like there is going to be challenge, because there's been so much resistance, because I just feel like fixed in your belief system, your ways of thinking, your ways of doing something like that is just the energy. So I do feel like this is just the universe saying, hey, you know, we got your back while you're going through this transformation. Anyway, I'm seeing this. I feel like you have been resisting, rejecting, and wanting to ignore and block out some sort of transformation. And I do not feel like that's the way it's going to go down. I'm just saying, I'm not, you know, trying to ruffle anyone's feathers. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. This, take what resonates, release what doesn't. Bring love into a situation. New moon in Aquarius. Again, the Aquarius energy is out there with the fixed sign. Bottom of the deck is a personal issue reaches resolution, and this is full moon in Cancer. So it talks a lot about your foundation, you know, and that foundation can be internally, externally, it can be both, right? But really talking about like I said, that sense of security, safety, stability, nurturing, that home, that feeling of home. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So I do feel like this full moon, I feel like this full moon is a catalyst for some sort of transformation for you, right? And it will ultimately be shifting and changing things in a very positive way by ending tough cycles in your physical realm, right? But nonetheless, a transformation is a transformation, and those are not easy processes to work through. But I feel like this is all indicating to me you got what it takes. You just have to be willing to, you know, surrender into that transformation. Have faith in your dreams is at the bottom of the deck. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What other energies? Oops. Or messages want to show up for Gemini? These three showed up. A personal issue reaches resolution. We've seen that come up. Work through your fears. There's that Scorpio energy. New moon in Scorpio. And this has been the one card I have been waiting this entire reading to see, to show up, to say, yes, you're going to surrender to this transformation. And that would be the card. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Accepting that transformation. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Taking action towards this transformation. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So again, to me, this feels like that catalyst where, just what I'm seeing here, where that catalyst is here, that, you know, opportunity, that door, that the whatever, for you to surrender to a transformation. Get out of some rigid, stuck, fixed ways of thinking, believing, acting, you know, that sort of thing. And really doing, I feel, to me, this feels like a big overhaul on life, right? Like when we talk about the different energies in here, Taurus, like this could be a change in the way you earn your money, right? Leo, this could be in regards to your social circle, your friends, your love life, your romance, things like that. Scorpio was the one that was missing, which we finally are seeing down here. So that talks about transformation. But Aquarius is that innovative energy of, you know, humanitarianism. It's about integrity. It's about authenticity. It's about innovation, right? And I just feel like there has been some sort of, I feel like it's been some sort of block, and it could have been as a result of conditioning, upbringing, traumas. It could have been so many different things, but it was like you were being guided, I feel, to bring about a transformation, and resisted the transformation. And now I feel like this is front row and center. So this transformation is taking place, whether you go kicking and screaming or whether you surrender to it and work through the process. I hope this serves you well, Gemini, and I send you love and light. Have a great day.